Our lab tackles a fundamental question in environmental health, which is how our bodies have the ability to retain a memory of past chemical exposures, which can therefore influence our health over long periods of time and perhaps even across generations. Our research focuses on epigenetics, which is the molecular machinery that regulates how genes are expressed, but without actually changing the DNA sequence itself. What decades of research in the field of epigenetics have shown is that the epigenome is exquisitely regulated during pregnancy and early development, and that also environmental chemicals and pollution can reprogram this epigenome, again, potentially causing diseases that can emerge years later and potentially even in our children and grandchildren. To study this question, our lab uses a collection of different approaches, but the main one is using stem cells and organoids in particular, which are ways in which we can take cells in culture and make them into almost like mini organs. So with that, what we can do is test whether environmental chemicals can perturb the epigenome during what I was referring to, these early stages of development, and really try to figure out how messing with this epigenome can lead to diseases that can unfold and last over long periods of time. So our long-term vision for our research is ambitious, but I do believe practical and doable. We want to see a world where environmental insults are identified before they can cause harm. We also want to make sure that our science informs regulatory decisions so that it can actually reflect real-world exposures and we can protect the populations that are the most vulnerable. And then ultimately, through really understanding the science of epigenetics and how it responds to environmental exposures, we want to make sure that we not only protect our generation, but also the future generations.